I love my Tesla. It's a brilliant car. It's a really fun driver's car. But when I read what the Tesla company and Elon Musk especially are saying, and then I go off what the Teslarati are saying about the future, I just think, am I going mad or are they? Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Just Get a Tesla. And I am on quite a long road trip. Over the next 4 days, I'm going to be doing 1,500 miles. So if you want to see my adventures on this trip, then hit the subscribe button so that you can see when all of these drop. So I am driving along at the moment. I am running on enhanced autopilot. I have just done an automated lane change, and as a driver assistance system, autopilot is really good. And then I actually then paid £3,400 for enhanced autopilot to get me things like the hands-off automated lane changes. And you know what? There are times where I have questioned whether that was a sound investment or not, but on trips like this, actually, yes it is. It just gives me basically everything that I need. But if I was to listen to Tesla, who start talking about transportation as a service, and I start reading the tweets from not just the Teslarati, but from the people who I lovingly describe as the archbishops of Elon, the people who are quite literally spreading the word of the Lord Elon. And they're going way beyond that, because apparently I shouldn't be able to drive this car at all because it's so dangerous. It's the safest car ever built, and they're talking about how me driving it is dangerous. And then we move on to the other people within this who start talking about how they can't possibly imagine ever driving manually again. And when they say driving manually, they're not talking about what I would consider driving manually, which is hopping in my Mini with a manual gearbox and a clutch. No. They're talking about driving as in without FSD taking you everywhere. And I just think either they're mad or I'm mad, because we live in a world where there are, hundreds of millions of cars on the road. Hundreds of millions at least. There must be, going off the number of people, or maybe we're into the billions, I'm not entirely sure, but an awful lot. We have got what I would lovingly describe as car culture in the US, across Europe. Cars are freedom. In Asia, in Africa, they are a lifeline to be able to move people about. And the idea that Tesla are going to come and revolutionize the entire world and replace everything with some kind of automatic robot thing just strikes me as so absurd that I question the sanity of the people who are saying this. But more on sanity in a minute, because I'll tell you exactly why I think they're saying this. Okay? Even if we just look at this from a Western perspective, okay? Tesla have gone all in on the Cybercab car vehicle thing, and I have to call it that because it was going to be called Cybercab, but they can't call it Cybercab because they didn't bother to patent it and somebody else has got it. So it might be cyber vehicle, cybercar, cyber something in parts of the US because Tesla have completely bollocksed it up, okay? So the Cybercab car vehicle XL5, the two-seater ludicrous gold taxi thing with the overly complex scissor doors, okay? Well, they're not scissor doors, are they? They're kind of butterfly doors that take up quite a lot of space. Those things. Anyway, according to Tesla, and as preached by the Teslarati and the archbishops of Elon, these things aren't just going to replace this car. they're going to replace transportation. Okay? According to them, you are not going to own a car, and you're definitely not going to be allowed to drive a car, because that is grotesquely dangerous to drive the safest car ever built. Okay? Instead, you are going to hire a Cybercab car vehicle XL5 for every journey. Or if you need a bigger trip, then it'll be a Model Y, but it'll be nothing else. Okay? And you're not going to own a car. And you're not going to take the train or the bus or the tube or the tram or all of the other wonderful forms of public transportation. Sorry, I forgot trolley buses. Eastern Europe is full of trolley buses, which are fantastic. You're not going to bother taking any of those things. No. What you're going to do is you are going to summon a Cybercab car vehicle XL5, and that will replace everything. And then you stop and think, okay? And I've got two rather large objections to this, okay? Number one is practicality. So the reason why families tend to own cars where they can is because kids mean traveling with lots of stuff. You have to have a suitable child seat to strap your small child into in the back, and you're probably going to have a pram or a buggy or a stroller or something, and a big changing bag and loads of toys and stuff. Okay? So the reason why you have a car is so that you have all of those things in the car, and you strap the kids into the seats which are in the car, okay? And then you get to the place you're going, and then you pull them out of the seats and leave the seats in the car, and then go and put them in the pram or the buggy or the stroller, and take the changing bag and the food bag and the toys and everything else. You can't do any of that with what Tesla are talking about. You can't do any of that, okay? It's a car, which means you have to have the kids in car seats. But according to Tesla, you're then going to have to haul the car seats out and take them with you. It's nonsense on stilts, right? This, considering how many kids Elon Musk has had, right? You think he might know this, but apparently no, he doesn't. So anybody going through the phase of their life where they have small children will be excluded from this, is point number one, okay? And it's an absurdity which kills the whole thing. But then point number two, right? The second one is, think about what our cities are going to be transformed into. Instead of having public transportation, okay? Instead of having lots of people on a bus or a train or a tram or a trolley bus or any of these other things, right? Tesla say, no, you're going to be scuttling around the city in a fleet of cars. Now that is exactly the kind of thing that, certainly in Europe, most cities have already banned, right? Vehicles banned from significant parts of cities, or at least restricted. Taxis, sure, you can have taxis, but the idea that everything gets replaced by taxis. Imagine London, where instead of having all of the double-decker buses scuttling around, or the tube, you scrap all of that and infest the place with taxis, and not just normal taxis where you can actually fit people in, but two-seater taxis, infested, right? It's not going to happen in London. Not going to happen. Just as London had major restrictions on Uber, okay, it will have massive restrictions on this. And not just London, Paris, Madrid, okay, Lisbon, New York. It's laughable to think that that is the way through. So that's two enormous objections just off the top of my head. And this is where I then get to the point, okay? If you want to be an avid consumer of science fiction, and I am, and you want to imagine a future where such a thing might be allowed, then fine, right? As your little fantasy world, it's no problem at all. But these people aren't talking about a little fantasy world. They're investing and saying that this fantasy world is the reason why the Tesla share price is so grotesquely overpriced compared to actual things like profits and earnings. They're insistent that this little fantasy world is absolutely the future, and it's happening like tomorrow, that it's ready to be switched on, that autonomy is solved and all of this other stuff. And I'm like, do you people actually understand anything? But it's not just that. That appears to be the Tesla vision now for the future, because they are still insistent that this Tesla Model Y Juniper that I am sat in is the last Tesla that you will be able to buy that has got controls. Now, okay, they're still talking about the Roadster, but note that the Roadster, which has been announced every year for the last 6 years, has been kicked yet another year down the road. So maybe 2027. It was supposed to be out in 2019, okay? Kick the can down the road. Or you could say the Cybertruck came afterwards. Well, fine, but the Cybertruck is not available here, and it's not available in much of the world, and for very good reason, right? And even where it is available, nobody buys it. So, this, according to Tesla, is the last Tesla, which is why I've called this car the last Tesla. Very nice Alfa Romeo. See, a proper car. An Alfa GTV with a V plate on the back, a V suffix. Someone in the comments can tell me how old that is. Okay, I think it's like end of the 70s or something. So someone is telling me basically that, yeah, all of these things are going to happen regardless. And I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Why on earth are people saying this stuff knowing that it's a fantasy? And then you get it. If, and some people have done this, if you are all in on Tesla, as in you have invested everything you have into the company, then it's in your interest for the share price to go up, which it hasn't done for 5 years. If you look at the share price, it has been stuck. It's gone up and down and up and down and up and down, but it hasn't actually delivered any value growth across the period. It hasn't delivered a penny in dividends, right? And there's loads of stocks that you could have bought where the price has gone up significantly and dividends have been paid out. Okay, you could have invested the same money back in 2021 into a whole load of stuff and made an absolute bomb and then bought the shares back at the same price if that's your thing. But no. You've got to be all in on Tesla because it's all about autonomy and saving lives and the future and all of this bollocks. And this is why it's turned into a cult. It isn't about business anymore because the business plan is a giggle. It isn't about investment anymore because the people who are all in on Tesla stopped making money quite a while ago, unless they're quite literally buying the dips, right? They stopped making money. So it's not rational and it's not factual and it's not mathematical. It's hope. It is quite literally a business now that's built on hope. And I do find that quite sad because they are talking away the reasons to buy a Tesla. As I said, I'm driving a Model Y. This, when it was tested, was the safest car that Euro NCAP had ever tested. We have seen Tesla Model Ys crash off cliffs and everybody living. This is a fantastically safe environment to put your family in. And it's very quiet. And it's ludicrously fast. And it's extremely comfortable. And it's spacious. And it's got fantastic software which keeps updating all of these things. And the Tesla RT is saying no, you don't want any of that. In fact, they're saying that if you buy a Tesla and you drive a Tesla, that you're dangerous. What kind of moron takes the safest car in the world and then says that buying it and driving it is dangerous? Who? It's bonkers. And this is why I go back to the beginning, and I will shut up in a second, but I know some of you like my rant videos, but I do scratch my head and think, am I going mad? Like I said, have I gone mad or have they gone mad? Because I would be talking up just how brilliant a car this is and trying to sell more of them. I'd be talking up how safe a car this is and be trying to sell more of them. I'd be talking up just how much of a nice environment this is to travel in and be trying to sell more of them. Tesla? No, we don't want to sell cars. No, we're not here to sell cars. No. Safe? Oh, it's not safe. Oh, no, you've got to buy something else. Bonkers. Anyway, that's my little rant of the day over. Okay? Let me know what you think. And yes, I am sat here driving along in relative safety because I'm sat here running autopilot and the car is driving. But the car isn't driving. I'm driving. I'm monitoring the car. And I'm not going to be running this all day on my massive long trip. Because, how can I put this? It's boring, right? It's really, really boring just sitting here, right? If I wanted to just sit here, then I'd be on the train. Because at least on the train I can relax. I can't relax here. And I know people say, but full self-driving you can relax. Well, can you? Really? It's still not like going on the train, is it? So, let me know what you think. Are they mad or am I mad? If I genuinely have missed this and I don't get this and I'm being stupid, please tell me in the comments. It's always fun. I don't for a second believe that I'm right all the time. This is an opinion. Yeah? It's an opinion piece, and I am entitled to my opinion. And if you're one of the people who starts shouting on about free speech but then says, Ian, why are you saying this? Your belief in free speech is my right to say things that you disagree with, and vice versa. That's what free speech actually is, boys and girls. Anyway, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Subscribe to the channel because, like I said, I am on the mega road trip of joy, and we're going to Europe. I'm actually going to the Netherlands. Now, what have the Netherlands got that we haven't in the UK? Subscribe and you'll find out. And I will see you back here very soon on Just Get a Tesla.